It is Monday, 24th February. Good afternoon to all of our viewers and listeners, and welcome. This is Mervin Henley. We do have some news for you at this time out of St. Kitts and Nevis, where the Director of Public Prosecutions, Adlai Smith, he issued a video statement regarding the criminal charges laid against one attorney and a police officer. He also gave an update on the fugitive Kyron Phillip, who was caught on St. Martin, and authorities are working on his extradition. Here is the Director of Public Prosecutions.
Citizens, residents of the Federation of St. Christopher and Nevis, and further afield. The Director of Public Prosecutions Office acknowledges the recent developments where criminal charges have been brought against Mr. Vaughn Henderson, attorney at law, and a police officer of the Royal St. Christopher and Nevis Police Force. That officer shall not be named, as he is currently on a charge of indecent assault before the High Court. These developments underscore the seriousness of any attempt to interfere with the judicial process, particularly in cases involving vulnerable victims such as minors. On June 28, 2023, a 12-year-old minor female reported that she was indecently assaulted by the said police officer, who allegedly offered her money in exchange for her silence. In December of 2023, the Commissioner of Police sought legal advice from me in my capacity as the Director of Public Prosecutions as to whether the police officer should be charged. Following a thorough review of the evidence, as Director of Public Prosecutions, I advised that charges be laid, and the police officer was formally charged in January of 2024. However, in the same January of 2024, I received intelligence suggesting possible external interference in the case. Given the gravity of the information, the Commissioner of Police was further advised to initiate a separate criminal investigation into the mother of the said minor. As the investigation unfolded, further intelligence was received, prompting law enforcement to execute a search warrant at the law offices of Mr. Vaughn Henderson on February 7, 2025. As a result of these findings, Vaughn Henderson and the police officer have been formally charged with attempting to pervert the course of public justice and money laundering offenses. Be reminded that even at this stage, being charged does not equate to the accused persons being guilty. The charges are allegations. This investigation is ongoing, and in due course, I expect charges to be laid against the mother in this matter. As an aside, as Director of Public Prosecutions, I must indicate that I view with the utmost seriousness any attempt to compromise a criminal case involving the indecent assault of a minor. The justice system has a fundamental duty to protect children from exploitation and abuse, and any efforts to manipulate the legal process to obstruct justice will be met with the full force of the law. Additionally, the public trust in law enforcement is built on the expectation that police officers will uphold the law with integrity and fairness. When an officer is accused of indecent assault against a child, that trust is severely undermined. It is my duty to ensure that police officers who have a sworn responsibility to protect the public are held fully accountable when it is reported that they breach that trust. No police officer is above the law, and the justice system must remain impartial in ensuring accountability at all levels. One of the greatest threats to the proper administration of justice is witness interference, which has become an increasingly troubling issue in criminal cases in the Federation. My hard-working prosecutors are already overwhelmed by their heavy caseload, and the growing challenge of proving cases is further compounded by rampant witness tampering. This harmful practice strikes at the very core of the justice system. It erodes public confidence, prevents victims from coming forward, and obstructs the fair trial process. In an environment where witness intimidation, financial inducements, and other forms of interference are becoming more prevalent, it is imperative that law enforcement acts decisively to root out these harmful elements. Moreover, I must strongly condemn a growing practice of mothers accepting financial compensation to refrain from prosecuting the perpetrators of sexual offenses against their children. This reprehensible trend is not only a betrayal of the child's trust, but also a direct affront to the justice system. Children are our most precious resource, and we as a society have an absolute duty to safeguard their well-being and future. Justice for victims of sexual offenses should never be for sale, and those that seek to exploit vulnerable children in this way will be brought to account. As previously indicated, investigations in this matter are ongoing, and as always, the accused are presumed innocent until proven guilty in a court of law. I take this opportunity to reiterate my previous warnings against the dissemination of inappropriate social media commentary regarding this case or any other active criminal matter. I also wish to thank Almighty God for preserving important critical evidence in this investigation, which has been ongoing for over 1 year. I also wish to commend the hard work and support received from Crown prosecutors Ms. Crystal Sucre and Mr. John Coombs, as well as Inspector Jerry Watt of the White Collar Crime Unit and members of the Violent Crime Unit. I wish now to give an update on the fugitive Mr. Kyron Phillip. There have been significant developments in the ongoing case of fugitive Kyron Phillip, who is wanted for murder in St. Kitts. Late last week, Mr. Phillip was detained in St. Martin, where he is currently the subject of police investigation. Law enforcement authorities in the Federation of St. Christopher and Nevis are actively engaging their counterparts in St. Martin to determine next steps regarding his extradition and other legal proceedings. Meanwhile, in a related matter, prosecutor Chantrice Dorset remains in custody while her bail application is under consideration by the High Court. Given the serious nature of the allegations surrounding these cases, my office will continue to closely monitor all developments and provide updates as necessary. I wish also to provide an update on the investigation into the tragic death of Dr. Simoneth Williams, which occurred as a result of a traffic accident in December of 2024. The case remains under active investigation, and I have received the official autopsy report, which is now under careful review by myself and the non-resident accident reconstruction expert who was assigned to this case. Additionally, I'm currently in discussions with the said expert who has requested further information to complete his careful analysis. That information is in the process of being supplied to ensure a comprehensive assessment of the circumstances surrounding this incident. I am grateful to the valuable assistance and information provided by members of Dr. Williams' family who have played a crucial role in assisting me in this investigation. However, to strengthen the investigation, I'm appealing to the public for additional witness testimony. Specifically, I'm seeking civilians who are licensed drivers and familiar with the road conditions of the Island Main Road in the New Road area near the fencing of the Robert L. Bradshaw International Airport runway to come forward and provide statements to the police concerning those road conditions. I am also seeking information from any person who may have any helpful information regarding this case. If you are a patriot and willing to assist, please email my office at dppfeedback@kn.gov. That is dppfeedback@kn.gov with your contact information so that the necessary arrangements can be made. I encourage the public to remain patient as this intricate and sensitive investigation progresses. Resolving this matter would have been more straightforward had additional members of the public come forward with pertinent information. The circumstances surrounding Dr. Williams' passing necessitate a careful and comprehensive examination, and I will ensure that all available and relevant evidence is fully considered before making any determinations. As always, I remind the public of our national motto, country above self. Let us work together in the interest of justice and accountability. Thank you very much.
That was the Director of Public Prosecutions, Adlai Smith. And ladies and gentlemen, if you have not done so already, for breaking news such as this one, or for news in general, or any other programming, you are asked to please subscribe to our YouTube channel so that you do not miss any information whatsoever. Until Wednesday morning, God's willing, at 6 o'clock Atlantic Standard Time, I am Mervin Hanley, and I'm wishing you a wonderful day.